This image that you see is the beginning of this, and it has a template that's wrapped around it. And in Photoshop, you have the same idea with the pen tool, and it starts just using the letters going around it, clicking from this to dragging the handle to the red for the A, and just zooming in close so you can see it. Here it sets the point across that you can see from there. And what you might want to see is this, once the point comes across, it's a curved point. In Illustrator, you just click on it to set it. But here I'm just going to reduce the opacity of this layer so that you can see through it in the presentation. Once you click on it, it sets it as a corner point, and then it has the part where you click the point and then drag the handle to the magenta color there. And this goes just around the corner here, so I'll hide that palette. And this comes up and around E to F, F to G. Now this part, just a slight section, that's on the handle right there. So I have to click with the Option key and set a corner point, and do the same with this one. And now just click and drag the point out first, and this end point you have to hold the Option key down in order for it to stop. And that gives you this continuous path that goes on the outside edge, the Paths palette. And just double click on the name and give it the title of face, otherwise if you do another path it'll disappear. So just taking the Move tool, going into the layers on the background layer, and just change the opacity back to full opacity. And just zoom in, and at the bottom, I'm going to take the Magic Wand tool, and if you click on it, the tolerance here is 16. I'm going to put it at 60. And all those pieces that go across, the contiguous and everything, and just click, and you see these marquee selection, or the marching ants. And down below you have the fill, the stroke selection, and then make from a path from selection. I'll make the palettes a little bigger, and just go ahead and type mouth for this one. So now I have two paths that I made, the outside edge of the cat's silhouette and the inside with the mouth, so you can see the points that are there are just highlighted. So just click off, zoom out a little bit. I'll hide the layer, but first I'll select it by dragging it. Let me hide that. See if I can get in there real quick. And then I'll put a new layer just to show this to you, and go to Edit, Fill. By it's selected, and you can fill it with patterns, foreground, background colors, anything that you like. I'll just make it black so you can see that that's how that's made. There's the mouth, and here is just going to give you that selection once again. There it is, so just subtract from that selection. So now when I do this, I'll get a new, trash that layer, get a new one. Now it fills it with the mouth being removed, so it makes it very easy. And all you're going to do is just take a selection from a filter just to modify this. You want to make sure that the white is the foreground color. Go into Filters, and under the selection of Neon Glow 5 to 15 to give you this image. Do it again under Filter, Artistic, only this time go to Texture. So let's see if we can find it here. Filter Gallery, down at the bottom is Texture, Texturizer, and change it from burlap to sandstone, and you can just give some little bit of texture onto that palette. So that's what that section gives to you. And there's the finished piece, just a couple patterns and textures and styles on there. Just take a screenshot of it, and there you have it, just a simple